Welcome to Mindful Moments. I'm Manish Behl from Mindful Science Center. Mindful Science Center promotes and integrates mindfulness and mindfulness-related topics for individuals and organizations. Today, we have a very interesting topic, meditation. A lot of people ask me, what is meditation and how should we do meditation? And what are the benefits of the meditation? So firstly, meditation requires level of mental focus. So I would put the meditation is a mental exercise that involves relaxation, that requires focus, and that requires awareness. Now these three elements are very, very important elements of meditation. While you require a relaxed body, you also require a focused mind and both bodily and sense awareness about your senses, about your thoughts, about your breath, and all other body awarenesses which are known and not known to you. Something like meditation is like a physical exercise to the body. So I would say meditation to mind is what physical exercise to body. We put so much of effort on a body to build a nice looking body. But do you really put an effort to create a nice looking mind? Okay, and also let me put at this point in time, mind just does not denote your brain. Mind is your complete physiology. It also, brain is a part of that mind, but it's not the only brain. So whenever I use word mind, it also implies brain in it, but it doesn't mean that it only means brain. So meditation means transforming your mind, which means your ability, your cognitive, your emotional, and your physical abilities. There is a spiritual part to it. Anyway, we will come to that later time, and it is a very important part. So there are three basic elements: mental, emotional, physical, and then spiritual. And when we say spiritual, it should not denote as any religious practice, but spiritual practices, how our pranas, our life force actually living in this place called body. So let me today talk about how are this meditation and what do they do to you. There are thousands kind of meditation, all different meditation try to cultivate different kind of strength within you, and you can choose any kind of meditation, and I would say all kind of meditations are good. So by engaging in any particular kind of meditation practice, you will learn the patterns and habits of your brain. You will understand more about how your brain is actually functioning. And once you start understanding your brain, you will understand how your mind is functioning, how your thoughts are coming, and you would have an ability to cultivate new and positive way of living. Meditation, like any other practice, it needs a regular practice, and it requires a lot of patience. Meditation is one practice which requires stillness within yourself. It requires a dedicated time. It requires a dedicated place. It will give you various people, it gives various kind of experiences. Such experiences can be very transformative and can lead to a new understanding of life. When I started meditating at a very early part of my life, I didn't understood that meditation very thoroughly, but gradually when I started practicing it, I started to change myself and the meaning of my life completely changed. There are scientifically proven benefits about meditation. Today, thousands and thousands of papers are written about meditation alone. A lot of top scientists are now investigating the strengths which meditations can cultivate on human abilities, human performance, and human body. Studies have confirmed the experience of millions of such practitioners that meditation makes your body healthy, and that's for sure. I can give you my own example. I would say for last so many years, I do not come under it. I do not get that basic illness what day to day we face, because the meditation increases immunity in your body. It not only prevents the day-to-day disease, but the chronic diseases which you may be prone to, or your gene pools are carrying those diseases. Meditation has that strength to prevent such illnesses in your body. So coming from the physical part, it has an emotional part also. We talk about that mental strength, and mental strength comes from your emotional strength. It creates your emotional well-being. It improves your performance basically in any physical or any mental task, which means any cognitive or any emotional, both since meditation help you to cope up with such pressures while you are performing both in personal and professional lives. Some of the benefits which recently a lot of scientists are working on, and I found that a regular, just an 8 week of practice, there are many benefits which can be seen. Definitely, if you practice for a longer time, the more profound benefits you can see, and more you intensify your practice, the better it gets for both mental and your physical health. So meditation is good for several things, and it's a different for different people. However, I would say there are three main things which it helps you do. One, it helps you to improve your health, your well-being, your performance, your focus. Then it also helps you to build growth, your emotional healing, your self-discipline, your self-awareness, your self-knowledge, your ability to deal with difficult situations, your ability to let go, and definitely your ability to connect better with your own self. That leads to your connectivity with others. So that brings you inner peace and inner strength to deal with your own self and deal with situations outside world. However, while I will explaining you meditation benefits, I can go on for hours and hours and can explain you many such benefits which meditation brings. One big benefit meditation brings, it increases your mental strength, both from cognitive, as I told earlier, as well as on emotional level. You become highly resilient to any situations outside, and your ability to deal world will change dramatically. Now, a lot of people ask that if I meditate, what actually happens to me? So, meditation is like a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger this gets. You will get the benefit you seek in proportion to your consistency and commitment to build this habit. It's like simply like going to gym and making an effort to build your muscle. Similarly, meditation is also building your mental muscle. More you practice, the stronger this muscle gets. Your motivation will also evolve over the time. As you practice, you will see your life started to unfold very differently. People practice meditation to develop beneficial habit and feeling such as positive mood and a positive outlook towards life, self-discipline, healthy sleep patterns, and some people even do to increase the tolerance to the pain. People who are going through a chronic disease, they use meditation to cure themselves, also to deal with the pain and build that power to tolerate that pain. So in nutshell, if I see, there are plenty of benefits. Now, talk about the biggest benefit which I said earlier. Number one is it reduces stress. It reduces stress dramatically. Do you understand that stress is caused by a stress hormone called cortisol? Cortisol is produced in our body as a normal other neurotoxin, but it has a very harmful effect if it produces in larger quantity. When it is produced in larger quantity, it causes havoc in our body and mind. Number one, it disrupts our sleep patterns. It creates a signs of depression. It increases the level of anxiety. On physiological level, it increases the blood pressure in our body. It contributes to have a constantly feeling of fatigue, and on the brain you have a cloudy thinking. You are not able to think through straight, and you always feel foggy in your head. Scientists have found that meditation reduces these effects of stress in you. So this is the number one benefit at today's time you can attain from meditation. Number two, it promotes your emotional health. Meditation can lead to an improved self-image and more positive outlook towards life, as I said earlier. People who practice meditation regularly showed a measurable change in activity in areas related to positive thinking and optimism. So there is in the brain, scientists have observed that certain part of your brain actually makes a larger shift. In fact, the scientists have even found the people who practice meditation regularly, their brain size is different from a normal human being. As you know, the brain shrinks when we age. The meditators have shown that their brains do not shrink as much as a normal human brain shrinks. So it increases your mental and emotional ability. Your ability to think positively and optimism actually increases. Number three, it enhances your self-awareness. Now, a lot has been said about self-awareness. Very few people actually know what self-awareness is. So, while the meditation, you do this meditation, any meditation, today I said there are thousands kind of meditations. If any kind of meditation which you are doing, it develops your stronger understanding about your own self. Only when you know your own self, you can grow at your best. It's like saying that, I don't know myself, but I wanted to become my best self. You can only become your best self when you start to understand your own self. So it helps you to relate to those things around you which actually relate to your own self. So it enhances your self-awareness. Now, any work which you do, it requires be a creative. Say for instance, you are a car driver, or you work in office, you work in hospital, you work in any other profession. Doesn't you require a constant attention? And more attention you pay to certain things, the better you do. So the larger, the lengthen your attention spans are, the better is your performance, isn't it? So meditation is, like I said earlier, is like weightlifting of your attention span, and it increases the strength and endurance of your attention. So more attention you can actually pay, better it is. And what meditation do? Meditation increases these attention spans. Even if you are practicing for a very shorter period, you will see that your ability to pay attention to one particular task increases. So you don't have to work around doing multitasking, because you are now perfecting yourself in single tasking. And I will talk about multitasking and single tasking with on my later videos. One study has found that even just practicing 4 days of meditation, you can increase your attention span. Isn't that interesting? And if you practice regularly, what benefit can you derive while your attention spans actually increases? Now coming to being attention span, performance, stress, it increases the best and the most favorite, which I feel, it increases your kindness and ability to pay gratitude. Now you will say, what is benefit to me if I get kinder? People take advantage of me. So His Holiness Dalai Lama has said one thing. The kindness is that virtue. It helps you first before it helps anybody else. So if you are kinder, the first benefit you derive yourself rather than you giving benefit to others. Meditation, if you're doing regular meditation, it increases the positive feeling and action toward your own self and then eventually towards others. So understand, if you're feeling positive about yourself, won't you be feeling positive about others? And this exactly happens when you meditate. You become positive about yourself. You become more kinder to yourself. Second part, which I said, gratitude, which is a large subject to discuss, and in my coming videos we will be also talking about gratitude. Gratitude is your ability to be thankful for whatever you are getting, whatever is in your life. So meditation increases that kindness, that accepting yourself and having a positive feeling, and then thankful for whatever you have and whatever situation you are in. A thorough practice of meditation, people learn to be more kinder, more forgiving, and understand, if you're more kind, if you're more forgiving, you are creating a lesser stress within your own self. First to your own self, and then beneficials are who? First yourself, then your friends, then your families, and then ultimately even your enemies you are forgiving and you feel kindness towards them. Which means lesser stress, easy life, and better living being, both for yourself, for your family, for your organization, society, country, and eventually towards the world. So friends, you saw that so many benefits of meditation. In coming videos, we will talk about how to meditate. So I will talk about more practices related to meditation. Hope you gained some insight about benefits of meditation. Watch this space and for my next video. And in fact, do not forget to share, subscribe our YouTube channel, and more information about this video with your friends so that they can also get benefit of these videos and knowledge and know more about meditation. Namaste, and we look forward to see you back again. Thank you.